students. Our next topic is chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones with nucleophile. Aldehydes and ketones with nucleophile. We know what is nucleophile. Nucleophile is the species which is having negative charge. So we are going to write like this: Nu minus. This is with the negative charge. Okay. And so what is that? Nucleophile means they are having some feelings about nucleus. Nucleus is always positively charged. They are having some feelings about a positive charge, so they are electron rich. Nucleophiles are electron rich. And now in this our chapter, aldehyde and ketones, we know that this carbonyl compound is having two poles. This carbonyl oxygen is having partial minus charge, while carbonyl carbon is having partial positive charge. So this nucleophile is going to attack on this carbon like this. This nucleophile is going to attack on this carbon in this way. Okay, this is the basic thing we have to know. What is the reaction with nucleophile? How they are going to react? How they are, these nucleophiles are going to attack? They are going to attack on this carbonyl carbon because this is having partial positive charge. Okay. So first addition in our syllabus is given addition of hydrogen cyanide. Addition of hydrogen cyanide. This is hydrogen, while C triple bond N is cyanide group. We know that this is hydrogen cyanide. Okay. Now what is going to happen? Hydrogen cyanide adds across the carbon oxygen double bond. Carbon oxygen double bond in aldehydes and ketones to produce compounds called cyanohydrins. This is the new word for you. So please remember cyanohydrins. Cyanohydrins. Okay. Cyanohydrins. If it is going to add to aldehyde, then that is aldehyde cyanohydrin. If this is going to add to ketone, then that is ketone cyanohydrin. Remember this thing. Ketone cyanohydrin and aldehyde cyanohydrin. Okay, what is this? In this reaction, the negative part of the reagent means which one? This is HC triple bond N. H carries positive charge while this C carries negative charge. Means this negative part, this one is negative part of the reagent attacks on carbonyl group in presence of acid or base as a catalyst. We require here catalyst too, and that catalyst may be acid or may be base. You have to remember this thing. For reaction with hydrogen cyanide, we require acid or base oblique acid or base catalyst. So what is going to happen? See here. What is going to happen? This is, for example, we are taken aldehyde, RC double bond OH. We know this is partial positive charge, this is partial negative charge. So now this negative part is going to attack on this carbonyl carbon. This is carbonyl carbon. This is our nucleophile. This is our nucleophile. Okay. So what is going to happen? When it is going to attack on this carbonyl carbon, these double bonds electrons goes to this oxygen. So this C double bond O is converted into single bond like this. And now this is having negative charge and we are having here positive charge. So this H is going to attack on this oxygen, and so there is formation of OH, and CN is going to attach to this carbon like this. Okay. So this is CN attached to C. Carbonyl oxygen is converted to now OH. Where there is a C double bond O, now here is a C single bond OH. This is, we start with the aldehyde and now there is a cyanide attached over here and carbonyl oxygen converted into OH. Then such a compound is known as aldehyde cyanohydrin. Aldehyde cyanohydrin. Along with this cyanide and OH, this is the term that is the cyanohydrin. Aldehyde is the basic our reactant, okay, on which we reacted with this CN minus and with this H plus. This is a nucleophile attack, and then we get here aldehyde cyanohydrin. For example, you can take any aldehyde. Here I have taken this CH3 H double bond O, CHO. This is our acetaldehyde. Okay, and it is going to react with HCN just like this. Here it is the catalyst, acid or base catalyst, same reaction. This is in the general form. Now this is the with the particular example. We know this very well now in 12th standard. So now here it is CH3CH like this. This CN is going to attack over here. This CN is going to attack over here. Then this O is converted into minus charge, and that's why H is going to attack on this OH, and then there is a formation of OH, and here it is CN attached. So now the name of the compound is acetaldehyde cyanohydrine. Name of the compound is acetaldehyde cyanohydrine. Same thing we can do with the ketone. For the ketones, for understanding, I am writing R and R dash. R and R dash. It may be same, or it may not be same. Okay, we know this very well now. It may be same or it may not be same. So this is our ketone. Okay, then this is our hydrogen cyanide. This is our hydrogen cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide. And now what is the reaction? Same, just like this. This negative part is attacked on this carbonyl carbon. So there is a attachment of this CN to this carbon. So there is a formation of bond. Then this charge is distributed like this, and that's why this H is going to attack on this, and there is a formation of OH. When it starts from the ketone, the name of the compound is ketone cyanohydrine. Name of the compound is ketone cyanohydrine. So what is the difference in between these two? Please understand. Here it is H. That H is from aldehyde. While here is R dash. This R dash is nothing but alkyl group of the ketone. One of the alkyl group of the ketone. This is the difference. This is the difference. Now if R and R dash are same, then this is our acetone. This is our acetone. Then again same type of reaction, and there is formation of acetone cyanohydrine. Acetone cyanohydrine. This is aldehyde cyanohydrine, while this one is acetone cyanohydrine. Okay. Now next addition is addition of sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite. Up till now we know sodium bicarbonate. What is this sodium bicarbonate? Sodium bicarbonate is nothing but baking soda. Sodium bicarbonate is baking soda, which we use in cooking, which we use to bake cakes or cookies. That is sodium bicarbonate, or to make dhoklas. So this is our sodium bicarbonate. While this one is sulfite, means what? SO3 group is over here. SO3 group is here. Suppose this is Na2SO3, then this is sodium sulfite. This is sodium sulfite. But when there is hydrogen, then we mention it as bi. We mention it as bisulfite. Okay, so this is H over here. Now, addition reaction with sodium bisulfite. Aldehydes and ketones react with saturated aqueous solution of sodium bisulfite, gives sodium bisulfite adduct. Adduct means just addition compound. Just addition compound, adduct. Adduct is known as addition compound. Okay, this is very easy to understand and very easy to remember also. So this is sodium bicarbonate. Just like the previous reaction, there is addition of, in the previous reaction we treated with hydrogen cyanide, and this is the negative part, this is the positive part. Similarly here in this sodium bicarbonate, H plus and SO3 Na minus. H plus and SO3 Na minus. So this nucleophile is going to attack on this carbonyl carbon like this. Okay, and now this Na, sorry, here I have to show SO3 Na, and then H is going to add to this oxygen as double bond is converted into single bond. O is carrying negative charge, so H is going to attack on this O, and there is formation of OH, and this SO3 Na is here. This SO3 Na is here. Now what is the name of this compound? Simple acetaldehyde sodium bisulfite. Acetaldehyde sodium bisulfite. As I told before, this is adduct, means this is addition compound. Adduct, you have to know this new term, that is adduct, addition compound. If you are going to use ketone, again the simple thing, same addition is going to take place, positive charge, negatively charged compound. This is nucleophile is going to attack on this carbonyl carbon. Carbonyl oxygen is converted into OH and double bond is converted into single bond. So here it is formation of acetone sodium bisulfite adduct. Just we add or we change the first name, that is acetaldehyde, while this one is acetone. Are you getting this thing? These two reactions are very simple with hydrogen cyanide and with sodium bisulfite. Now the next reaction is very specific reaction and it is something different. You have to understand and you have to remember this, because all these terms and names are new and the reaction pattern is also new for us. We didn't study same type of reaction in 11th standard. So you have to remember it very well. This is addition of alcohols. Addition of alcohols. Okay. Up till now, alcohols were used for substituent reactions. Okay, now this is addition of alcohols. Now what is this? Aldehyde reacts with one molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol. What do you mean by monohydric alcohol? When there is just single OH. Single OH is there. Okay, single OH. Monohydric means one OH group. One OH group, okay, in presence of dry hydrogen chloride. This is also the something new for us. Dry hydrogen chloride, okay, there is no trace of water, that is dry hydrogen chloride, to give alkoxy alcohol, to give alkoxy alcohol. This is again the new term for us. So here two functional groups are together. Alkoxy alcohol. Alkoxy. Alkoxy means nothing but O and R. O and R. Alkoxy. Alkyl group, that is ALK for the alkyl group, and for this oxygen this is the oxy. Are you getting this term? This for the alkyl group this is ALK, and for oxygen this is oxy, that is alkoxy, RO, or you may say dash OR. This is alkoxy. Okay, and when there is alkoxy group is you are going to get, that is OR, alkoxy, and again this is with alcohol. Again this is with alcohol. We know the alcohol very well. This is our alcohol. Then such a product is known as heme, and it is from, we prepared it from aldehyde. So here it is acetal. This is acetal. This is, we start with aldehyde, so this is acetal. But when there is alkoxy group as well as alcohol group, then this is known as heme, and aldehyde from it is, so this is hemiacetal. Hemiacetal. This is reversible reaction. That's why this is a two-headed arrow is here. This is, when this is a reversible reaction, we have to write, one is the forward reaction, one is the backward reaction in this way. Aldehyde plus alcohol, we get alkoxy alcohol. We get alkoxy alcohol. This is our alkoxy group, while this is our alcohol group. And when it is with aldehyde, this is known as hemiacetal. Means when alkoxy and alcohol, we have to write hemi. This is the word. Okay, this is the prefix of this alkoxy and alcohol. We should mention it with hemi. Okay, these are the two functional groups, OR, dash OR and dash OH. But when there are the two very reactive functional groups are there, this compound is unstable. This compound is unstable, and that's why we observed second reaction, means step 2. This is the first step with aldehyde with one alcohol. This is the monohydric alcohol, only one OH group is there. Then as it is unstable, this is unstable, we observe second step. And what is that second step? Second step is like this. Second step. In second step, on this alkoxy alcohol compound, means this is our hemiacetyl compound, the another molecule of alcohol is going to react. Another molecule of alcohol is going to react. And here in this compound, here it is RO, this is H plus and this is O negative. O negative. Okay. So this is again the nucleophile attack on this carbon. And now what is going to happen? See, if this is going to attack on here, this OH group is going to leave. This OH group is going to leave. Okay. And then there is a formation of COR bond is like this. COR bond is like this. And this OH and this H plus is going to form H2O. Okay. This HO and this H plus and this OH negative is going to form H2O. Are you getting this reaction? See here. What is that? This is the second molecule of alcohol. Is going to attack on hemiacetyl compound where there is a two functional groups OR dash and OH. Okay. Alkoxy, alkyl group with oxygen, that is alkoxy group, and alcohol functional group. The same reaction pattern. It is in presence of dry HCl and in presence of dilute HCl. Second molecule is going to attack on this. This is our nucleophile and this is our nucleophile is going to attack on this carbon as this is most reactive carbon. And then there is two alkoxy groups and water molecule formed. When there are two alkoxy groups, then this is just mentioned as an acetyl. This is mentioned as acetyl. Okay, alkoxy groups. Starting with aldehyde, addition of two molecules of alcohol in presence of dry HCl and dilute HCl. Dry HCl, we know that this is no trace of water, that is the dry HCl. Dilute HCl means concentrated HCl and dilute HCl. Percentage of HCl is less, so this is dilute HCl. Both the similar terms, only you have to mention one is a dry, another one is dilute. Both are having different properties. But now for the 12th standard, we are not going to go in deep. Only remember this is with the dry HCl and dilute HCl. And then there is a formation of such a type of compound when there are two alkoxy groups. Then this is known as acetyl and this one is stable. This one is stable compound. In the previous reaction, that is our hemiacetyl group and that is unstable. But now here this is the stable compound. This is our stable compound. Okay. For this, all these are general reactions. Okay. Now you can take a specific R. And for that you have to start with, suppose you have to start with acetaldehyde or the ketone. Okay. Now what about the ketone? The first product which we form is the hemiketyl. That is a hemiacetyl for aldehyde. For the ketone, it is hemiketyl. Why this is? Because there is OR minus alkoxy and alcohol group is present and it starts with ketone. So this is kettle and then these two groups are present. Then the first product is hemiketyl. And then the second product, when there is second action of alcohol, that is the second molecule of alcohol is going to react with this. Then we get this second product. Just like this, we get here second product. Okay. And what is the difference in between these? Only this H is replaced with R double dash. To understand, I mention is as a R double dash. Okay. To remember, these three are the alkyl groups. It may possible all these groups are same. Means R is equal to R dash is equal to R double dash. Or it may possible it is same this, but this is not same with this, or it is also possible, this is also one of the possibility, that all three are different from each other. Okay, these are the combinations, you may get this. Okay, and this one is the form. Okay, now understanding this reaction with aldehyde as well as ketone, write down these two reactions with aldehyde and the specific aldehyde and specific ketone. That is our acetaldehyde and this is our acetone. This is your homework. Write down these two reactions in your notebook. Now one very interesting reaction is also given in our textbook. This is the in the new syllabus, this is the new reaction. Okay, and this is very interesting reaction. You have to remember it very well. What is that? When ketones, these ketones, we know this is also the product from the ketone. This ketone is react with 1 2. 1 2 means this is 1, then this is 2. Diol, diol means 2 hydroxy groups. 2 hydroxy groups. 1 2 diol or 1 3 diol. 1 3 diol means this is first carbon, this is second carbon, this is third carbon. Okay, so on the first carbon there is hydroxy group, on the third carbon there is a hydroxy group, means 2 alcohol groups, so this is diol. This is on the first position, third position, so this is 1 3 diol, while this is on the first position, second position, so this is 1 2 diol. So the name of the compound is ethane 1 2 diol, or if the 1 3, then this is propane 1 3 diol. Same reagent which you used previously, that is di-HCl and dilute HCl on the arrow. Okay, and now what is going to happen, as this is very reactive, so in a single step we get addition product. In a single step we get addition product. Here it is, try to understand. This is OR dash. Okay, if you are going to remove this H, we are going to remove this H. Okay, then this is OR, this is OR, this is OR, this is OR. Okay, and that OR and OR now converted this C double bond O into link like this. This is double bond, so here it is formation of one single bond and this is formation of another single bond. Okay, formation of one single bond and sorry, this is not the product. Product is like this, R dash C R dash, and here it is O and here it is O, and it is attached to CH2 CH2. Sorry, by mistake I wrote over here 2 carbons. Actually here should be one single carbon is like this. This is the carbonyl carbon, and with this carbonyl carbon now there is formation of one bond with OCH2, another bond with OCH2. Now what is going to happen? See here, OCH2 OCH2, total there are 3 oxygens. So byproduct is here now H2O. Byproduct is now here H2O. These 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen is going to react with each other. There is the byproduct formation of H2O, and 1 is cyclic product. This is now cyclic. How? Here it is a 5-member cycle. 1 2 3 4 5. 5-member ring is formed. Cyclic compound form, and this is known as cyclic kettle because we start with the ketone. So this is cyclic kettle. Okay. Now if we are going to treat with 1,3-diol, again I did mistake over here. The product should be like this. Okay, so now to this carbonyl carbon, on this carbonyl carbon, this is going to react on this carbonyl carbon, and there is a bond formation in between 2 oxygens, and this is the link over here. This is CH2 CH2 CH2. Okay, you may write this is like this also, C R R, here it is O, here it is CH2, then here it is CH2 O CH2, and bond formation is like this. So now this is 6-member ring, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 6-membered ring, and this is also cyclic kettle. Cyclic kettle. So here it is dash, R and R dash. Cyclic kettle. Here it is also R and R dash. Okay. So now formation of cyclic compounds from ketone, and this reaction is available for only ketones, not for aldehydes. Not for aldehydes. And where we use ethane 1,2-diol, then we get 5-membered ring. We get this 5-membered ring, and with propane 1,3-diol we get this 6-membered ring, and again the same byproduct is H2O. This is all for these reactions. Now going to cover the remaining reactions in the next video. Thank you.